Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Eastern Nordics, and yes, we are on our way to Balta Isle because apparently they've been under siege by the Griegr. So maybe we can help, or maybe we can just sail in and enhance the hull of our ship, make it even better to fight against them. But let's move in closer, shall we? Because if they're in trouble, we need to help. And with our current skill, I'm pretty sure we can take a few of their ships down if we really wanted to.
Drop anchor! We're going ashore!
Well, doesn't look to be any enemy ships nearby. I guess my hunch was right. The island might not have suffered many casualties at all. Oh, thank goodness. Still, it's clear that the Griegr did make a landfall here. We'll tackle this the exact same way we did in Karnak. Well, with you and Adol taking point and scoping out the area first? Whereas we stay back and protect the sandbus, yeah? Right. We'll use you, Jill, to correspond if needed. I'm getting all antsy. Well, we're coming into port, everyone. Don't tell me the entire island is also been kidnapped by the Griegr, because those would be very powerful puppets. Wouldn't want to find that. Alright, let's go, brother. Let's check things out. We leave the fish for now. Princess! You've returned. Gunner, you're safe. Mind giving us a status update? Of course. The enemy ships have been made to retreat. We're currently in the process of stamping out the last few remaining troops on the island. Ah, I knew you guys could handle it. Indeed. The information we received from the Sandras proved instrumental. However, judging by their willingness to withdraw, it seems as though taking the island was never their intention. No, I think this is still their search for the vessel. They may have been looking for someone who makes for a suitable vessel, and as you mentioned before, Adol. I see. Where's Grimson right now? Well, the Jarl is engaging in battle with the enemy forces still scattered throughout the settlement. I would ask you and Adol to head straight there to provide support. The rest of our men lack the power to fell the Griegr on their own, after all. Got it. Adol, let's get in there and back him up quick.
They're not screwing with Balta Island if I have anything to say about it.
Oh,
Cover me, shield
definitely.
brother.
Well, as thorough as our preparations were, this turn of events will still come as a surprise. Those used to fighting on the front lines are addressing the threats while the rest of the islanders hide indoors. We will need of your assistance, however. Make haste, if you please. Most definitely.
Blood and thunder. Didn't realize I was in for a workout today.
Well, we're here to take over.
So these are Griegr. They're even more of a nuisance than I expected.
I don't know what we would have done if the Jarl wasn't here.
Grimson!
Boy there, took you long enough.
Where are the Griegr?
The ones we missed are still lurking around the settlement, I'm sure.
Everyone's trying to fight back, but we can't finish them off ourselves. Good thing we have a few extra pairs of hands now that you two are here. Things will go smoother if I stay put and handle this part of the settlement. You head toward the far side and lend them some aid.
Got it. Let's go, Adol.
Let's go.
I'll send whoever lays a finger on this place straight to Nevil Hell! For her!
Most definitely. Oh, I may have a few more wrinkles now, but I'm still as fighting fit as ever. If those Griegr can die, then I'll make them wish they could. Sounding like a perfect warrior, doesn't it? Well, hey, they've got some real guts targeting our home base. Leave this area to me. You two handle things over on the far end. Well, this whole mess has my wife Tarja on edge too, so the sooner we deal with it, the better. The main problem is those Griegr just won't die. Everyone else is probably up the creek too, so you should head over and help them out. Oh, we're definitely planning on it. Let's get down on the docks. I did see some enemies here.
Gotcha! How's that?
Weaklings. Not even on par with my skill. Good. That's how we like them.
Gotcha!
Anything else here? No. Due to the lingering effects of my injuries, my body doesn't move the way I want it to. The Griegr are holed up just beyond here. Sorry, but I'll have to leave finishing them off to you. No worries. You got the power for that. Oh, I may not be as strong as you, Princess, but I can still fight as well as the next Norman. At least that's what I thought. I would have been toast if Magna wasn't here. The difference between me and someone with actual battlefield experience is just too great to make up. Yeah, there's no replacement for
Let's
actual
not go this
experience, is
way.
there? Because you can train all you want to gain the technique, but without actual practice in real-life combat, it's not the same.
You're mine!
Ooh, a puppet. Ah, come on, Karja.
Another puppet?
Alright, we'll knock that defense out of you. We need to. Oh, you have to come up with a little bit of a better attack than that.
How's this?
Yeah, we're getting better at handling them, so...
Form up!
Oop, careful. Yeah, dueling together. Best course of action so far. And a little bit too late with the dodge there, that's fine.
Mana! To me! Crumble!
Come on, can we get it before you get the shield back? Yes! Nice.
Where am I?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Hey, I remember you.
You're that redhead I met in the marketplace.
Yes, you did.
Hey, not bad. Looks like you got things pretty much wrapped up over here.
Normans!
This one of the folks from Karnak who got turned into a Griegr? Too bad about that town of yours getting blasted into kindling and charcoal, huh?
The town?
Yeah, it must have been terrifying for all the people.
Whoops! Did I dredge up a painful memory or two? Guess the experience would have been pretty grueling for him to live through.
We should have the others from the Sandras come get her.
Hey, Karja, Adol. It can wait till you're done with all this, but there's something I gotta talk to the two of you about.
Is it about we're gonna leave all the puppets that we release? Because this town even how well protected it is, it doesn't have the room for an entire extra town, does it?
Mind lending me your ears for a bit?
Most definitely.
The Trident? Yes. Other, Lager, and Yurth. Those are the names of the 3 generals who command the Griegr.
The ones who hit us this time around were part of Lager's flotilla. Said they came to scout the place and find this vessel they keep going on about.
So that is why they were here.
Whoever it was they were looking for, it seems they didn't find them.
I don't even think we really drove them off. They just figured out we didn't have what they wanted and pulled out on their own. He didn't bother to come ashore himself, but that Lager's a real piece of work.
At least now, we have a much better idea of what we're up against.
Yeah, they could really use a few extra mana wielders, that's for sure.
Taken together with the Sandras's reports, we now know the strengths and quirks of each of the 3 generals.
By the way, Adol, I heard that Other fellow put some weird magic on you. That the strange presence I feel wrapped around your neck?
Well, it's the Sea Serpent's curse, apparently.
So you got 3 months left to live, huh?
Well, we know he has more in him, so we know we're gonna defeat him regardless. Pretty sure it's gonna be a trial.
Well, even if that weren't the case, the 2 of you really only have the one option. We Normans spend our days on the edge of a knife, nowhere to run. Walking side by side with death every step of the way. That's what life is like for us.
Don't see why you're bringing this up. I'm already well aware.
But I'm not, well, I keep it in mind, I think that's better.
Just so long as you understand.
As for the Undying Fleet, it appears they've retreated south past the Tyrant.
To the south?
That's right. Through the Tyrant and into the Osmid Expanse.
The lower end of Obelia Gulf seems to be where their main forces are based. You 2 go and follow them so we can find out just what those Griegr are up to.
Well, we got the supply to enhance the hull, so that should definitely make it at least more easier.
Understood.
Philia,
Yes?
I want you tagging along on the Sandras this time.
Yes, sir.
You sure that's the right call?
We've got a general picture of their lineup, and we know they're massing down south. So why should us Normans stay cooped up on our island any longer? That ain't our way, now is it?
Very true.
I'll hang back here, hold the thing, and get everyone on the same page. Be counting on you to handle your side, Karja.
Well, we'll do what we have to get stronger in the process.
Got it.
Looking forward to working with you, Princess. You too, Adol.
Likewise, I'm sure.
I'll get myself ready and wait for you over at the Sandras.
Yeah, she was really cool during her rite of Brotherhood. Ah, I see. So that's what are the next things agenda. Give me a knot in my stomach. The moment of truth may just be around the corner. Ah, quit hemming and hawing. It's too late to be getting cold feet now. You say that, but have you no reservations? I'm afraid I'm not quite as self-assured. Hey, you 2, you are looking real grave. What is it you're discussing? Ah, nothing of importance. Right, no importance at all. I simply made the mistake of finishing up a bottle of wine Frida had been saving without her permission, you see. I was thinking of apologizing to her before it gets blown out of proportion. Huh? That's it? Had me all tensed up for nothing. Still, I don't think I entirely buy it. Neither do I. They both look so serious. What were they actually talking about? Maybe they did find the vessel? But they're not telling us for some reason? Well, I work on calling a thing together. You just focus on your scouting. Well, setting my business with Frida aside, if this is where they plan to put an end to all those Griegr, they can't afford to spare any effort. In large-scale battles, defending your base is as important as anything, so I'll be remaining here, on the island this time. Good. You prepare everyone, we'll deal with the rest. Alright, I'm guessing we're doing our rounds, prepare the ship, and head on out. Well, I'm all more concerned for Einar now in the light of the incident with the woman in Karnak. That said, while his physical prowess goes to waste as a merchant, it may have been enough to secure his escape. Well, if that boy of mine turned into a Griegr, he can consider himself disowned. We no longer be proud clan of warriors, and I won't have him disgracing it. Gelmin? At any rate, we can't afford to leave the island unguarded, so I'll stay behind when push comes to shove. You'd be best to mincemeat out those rotten bastards in my place, though. But of course. Our retaliation must be swift and merciless so that as to crush the enemy's spirits. That's our way, after all. Gunnar's got more brains and keener sense than the rest of us put together. He could handle those Griegrs like nothing. Our job is to support the main fighting force. If duty calls, we'll be here to answer it. Well, Gilmir's abilities are second only to Philia, Horik and myself. As such, I came to get his thoughts ahead of the thing, and how we should allocate tasks. There's no sense in shifting to the offensive unless victory is certain. We must take every precaution. That goes for you all as well. Most definitely. Prince Adol. Princess Adol. Not Princess Adol, because he doesn't dress that funny, that's true. Good to see you. We must all stand firm together. We shall. I'm about to patch up the walls and fences that were destroyed in our fight against the Griegr. It actually works out pretty well, since it was about time to give him an all once over anyway. Great. We'll leave it to you then. You never do a job by half, so I'm sure the repairs you will make will last a long while. Did you just praise me, princess? Oh, now I've got expectations to live up to. Time to fortify every glass fence on Balta Island. I'll support both you and my home with my prodigious fix. It's finesse. You really don't need to go that far. Keep up the good work, but pace yourself. Oh, the princess might find you useful on the battlefield, Eldorad. But when it comes to fixing the walls and fence on Balta Island, I'm unbeatable. You hear me? Do your best, that's all we ask. Oh, never in my wildest dream did I expect Balta Island to get attacked directly. Even those of us who aren't part of the Sea Force need to be on high alert. Maybe I should have Frida teach me some self-defense technique just in case. I think that will be wise regardless of what's gonna happen in the future. Because defending yourself will maybe save you up the time for the Force to get to you and help you. I think that's it for people here. Good. Oh, honestly, why in horror's name? Well, you seem a little gloomy today, Ma. Did you get so worked up over the Griegr that it popped the hip? Oh, what a ridiculous notion. Don't go treating me like some frail old biddy. But really, is everything okay? You aren't hurt, are you? What? Oh, no, not at all. I'm simply getting to be more fretful with age. Well, speaking of which, you look a little different lately, Karja. I can see it in your face. Kids really do grow fast. I'm looking forward to watching you come into your own. Talk about a sudden topic change. Something really does seem off about you today. Oh, I've got it. You must have broken a bone. Oh, don't worry, Ma. You're a tough cookie. It'll take more than that to send you to Valhalla. Oh, honestly, you two. Worry about yourself before worrying about me. When you become a capable father and the princess a great warrior, there'll be 2 less troubles on my mind. Well, when you say it like that, it makes me sound kind of pitiful. We owe her that much after how long Frida's looked after us. Why does it feel like she's trying to change the subject, though? Maybe just in my head. Oh no, she's definitely changing the subject. She does not want to be called old, that's for sure. Oh, are you getting along with everyone on Sandras, Karja? I don't believe you had many opportunities to talk with non-Normans. Do whatever it is that strikes your fancy, but be sure to cherish your bonds with others along the way. Well, I keep my ma taken care of, so don't mind her. That aside, how will the Jarl respond to the raid on the island? If he wants to get back at those Griegr, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Yeah, revenge is one thing, timing is another. Yes, wanna have your revenge? Go for it, but do it in a way that minimizes the losses on your own soldiers.
Pardon me?
The saleswoman? Yeah.
Oh, Grin. And you're the woman we saved earlier, right?
My name's Momina.
Ah, Momina.
I'm sorry for the way I acted earlier. That was no way to show my appreciation.
Feeling a bit calmer now?
Not really. I don't think I can calm down under these circumstances. So please, I want you to take me with you on your ship.
Out of the question. Grin, you should know better by now than to tell her otherwise.
I'm guessing he thinks she has some skill that's gonna be useful on the ship? Maybe because she is a salesperson?
Well, I'm not sure how to put this. It's just... she's Rafe's mother.
What?
Gren just told me about what happened. That Karnak was burned to the ground. And that my husband and son are still missing. He also told me that, if they're still alive, you two are the only ones who can save them. I may not be able to fight, but I can at least try to help in other ways. The Sandra seems like it could use more crew members. I've heard that even Dr. Azrat is pitching in.
Well, she's not wrong there.
Please, I'll do anything I can to be of use.
You should know, there's no guarantee we'll be able to save your husband and son.
I understand that. But I promise I'll work just as hard all the same. If there's even the slightest chance that he and Rafe can come back to me.
What do you think, Shield Brother?
Hey, I would say let her come along, cause if she's dead, her husband and boy is gone, kidnapped by the Griegr. There's no telling what she'd do if we leave her to her own devices. If she's with us, she will not be occupied by trying to do something stupid, and we can keep an eye on her. I think it's a great situation, and yes, we still need a lot more hands on deck on the Sandras.
You sure you won't regret this? You do realize you could die out there, right?
I'll take that risk.
Mrs. Evelys.
Take her with you, Gren.
To where exactly?
Well, to show her the ropes on the ship.
To the Sandras.
Oh, right! I'm on it! Okay then, Mrs. Evelys. Let's get going.
Thank you. Thank you!
His mother, huh?
Momina has joined the crew of the Sandras. Ooh, speed. Good. Speed and handling. Those are the two that I wanna raise as soon as we can. Cause that will definitely make a difference when we are exploring. A new shop, Momina's General Store, has been added to the Sandras. That should be interesting. Ah, thrice damned Griegr. Next time I see one, I'm gonna tear it to pieces. Well, hey, princess. You and Adol need Holger for something? Me? I came to exchange some walrus tusk. I polished for a spare set of weapons and armor. I need the extras with what the Griegr always getting back up every time I finish them off. It wears out my gear in no time flat, like those things may be any more annoying, not to mention creepy. I had customers non-stop since this morning. Seems the whole island is peeved about Griegr catching us with their trousers down. Not sure how the Jarl will choose to respond, but it looks like everyone is raring to take him on. With so many people needing my services, all I can do is make the most of my skills as a blacksmith. Sounds like the right course of action.
Weapons?
Ah, new weapons and coats and everything. Ooh, wait. I think Scale and Feral is the ones we have bought before, but upgraded maybe? Does seem that the Shark Slasher and the Skull Crusher is better than what we have, so let's at least get that.
Real quality stuff, huh? May it serve you well.
I hope so. $135, 36. Oh wait, it seemed like the shell armor and the skill code is what we had before, and the bandit and the feral apparel is the new one. So will be the bandit mail for Karja and the feral apparel for Adol. So let's do that.
Real quality stuff, huh? May it serve you well. Anything else you want to...
I don't think there is something we need to go over. No tough leather. Well, we can upgrade these ones. That's at least something.
Real quality stuff, huh?
And again, also with a tough leather. Okay, so we at least know what the next objects that we need to collect are. I'm still thinking of upgrading these just so that they're out of my list.
May it serve you well.
It'll keep popping up in my head. No, you're not gonna... Selden clay, supple leather, yeah, that's all things we have, so yeah.
May it serve you well. May it serve you well.
And now it's gone. This makes it easier, because if we clear the list, we know we've upgraded everything we have.
Anything else you want to look? I'll be rooting for you two.
I hope so. Go for it. I'll get down to the coast for a bit. Oh, tender darling, what's got you so weepy? Oh, my son's been like this ever since the Griegr attacked. Maybe because the mood on the island is so tense, even though things look normal. Our home base was raided after all. We Normans can't just let that stand. My son is so restless that I've handled to cradle him the entire time. Be a good boy for mommy and settle down, won't you, Tender? Well, he's slightly upset. Or maybe the baby too wants some revenge for what they did. Ooh, who's this? Why can't I talk to you? Are you someone that can give me some fish bait? Oh, it looks like the rope is getting slack. I should undo it and tie it tighter. Need any help there? I heard you're helping to repair the damage the Griegr caused. If you've never done manual labor like this before though, have you? Oh yes, that's right, but I can manage. I'm going to need far more skills up my sleeve if I'm going to continue living here after all. So admirable, my heart can take it. Hey, hark the adulterer. Stand back before you do it again. In that case, how about I teach you how to tie an extra strong knot? It'll never come loose, guaranteed. Oh goodness, well, I would certainly love to learn. Ulrich's really sweet. He helped me out so many times now. Ah, Princess, Redhead. This ain't my being unfaithful. I'm just helping out the goodness of my heart. Okay. We're not the ones you should save your excuses for. So true. Because even I could see it coming, and I'm pretty dense. Ah, damn those Griegr. I'll make them pay for this if it's the last thing I do. Oh, not often I see you so worked up. What happened? A tragedy, that's what. Those bastard Griegr destroyed my best ale barrel yesterday. And it was almost done fermenting too. Would have been the best damn booze you ever did taste. Oh, why did I even bother asking? Let's go, Adol. Hey, what's with the cold shoulder? Alcohol's the water of life. Ain't no better way to drown your worries. Those Griegrs gonna taste my wrath for taking it away from me. Well, whatever motivates you, I guess. Ether dropped by the shop just now. He told me all about your voyage so far. And man, did it make me jealous. Someday I'll have a ship of my own. Then I can travel around selling things, just like my big brother Einar. Sounds fun, right? I'm gonna ask Dick and Mariah about it later too. Now, speaking of, we still don't know where Einar is right now, so I hope he's okay.
What can I get you today?
I hope so too. Heal Formula 2 for a better... Oh yeah, definitely. I think this one was still from the last time. Fishing bait for 115. Wonder how much we can use to bother.
Was there anything?
Well, all our leaves will be gone straight away. This is a bad 3. But we need to get a bit of a stash going, shouldn't we? This definitely needs to
Much
be
appreciated.
gotten. The rest is just extra. It doesn't do anything, does it?
Come back soon, you two.
We will, don't worry. Still plenty of goods I might want. That Horik, look at him, fawning over her like that. I'm doing plenty of manual labor myself, you know. In fact, I just returned from fixing up a whole fence the Griegr destroyed. Oh, and what Ornea's playing at, cooking right back at him. Little bit jealous, I can tell. Oh, are you leaving again already? Come on, Easer. Can you stay and hang out with us more? Oh, these aren't enough people to play with when you're not around. Besides, who else is going to take our side when the grown-ups yell at us? Oh, I believe that is all to do with your behavior, actually. Regardless, both the princess and I will likely be away from the island for quite a while longer. So you can't be causing trouble and kicking up fusses while we're gone, Stick. As for you, Mary, keep an eye on the boys from time to time, alright? Anything for you, Easer. Hey, what's that about? Why is Mari the one in charge? Well, seems Easer is as popular with the kids as ever. You know, Easer, I helped out with the cleaning at the princess's house when you're not around. What do you think? Pretty cool of me, huh? Oh, it certainly is. Much appreciated, Mary. Can I ask you to keep it up when you get the time? Oh, for sure. Oh, I would often look after the children between my work duties. They're all highly rambunctious, not to mention a bit of a handful. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Their energy never fails to rub off on me. Hey, I saw a Griegr for the first time ever yesterday. Are you guys either actually fighting those crazy monsters? I don't know what to say to that, except kick their butts. I'm rooting for you. Thanks, we'll take it with us.
Adol, Karja. We just got done unloading all the materials we brought with us from Karnak.
Does it look like we'll be able to reinforce the ship?
Well, I'm sure Mr. Ulvar could do it faster and more reliably.
Let me guess, he wants Cruz to do it so he learns how to handle the ship better.
But I want to be able to chip in where I can. So I've asked him to teach me how to do the work myself.
Ah, so he's taking his own initiative. Well done, Cruz.
Huh? You've been teaching him about ship maintenance?
It figured the son of some merchant wouldn't be fit for this kind of work. So I turned him away over and over, but the stubborn little bugger wasn't taking no for an answer. When it got to the point where I couldn't even have a peaceful sit in the outhouse without him hounding me, I just gave in.
Seriously? Huh, never thought I'd see the day you'd meet someone more stubborn than you.
I'll take that as a compliment for Cruz.
Figured he'd start whining and run off once I put him through the ringer. But turns out this kid's got some real guts, and he's pretty damn sharp when it comes to this stuff.
Count me impressed.
You lot are headed for the other side of the tyrant, right? Why not let your little friend here handle all the work, including reinforcing that hull of yours?
Huh?
Ain't that just throwing him off the deep end?
Well, he'll learn.
Yeah, he screws something up. The ship and everyone on board will be guzzling salt. But that's all part of the job. In this line of work, your mates put their lives in your hands every single day. You don't take it seriously from the start, you'll never be able to call yourself a proper shipwright. But I imagine you already made peace with this fact back when you escaped the tyrant. If you're still naive enough to think that someone's always gonna be there to bail you out and teach you what to do, then you shouldn't be messing with ships in the first place.
Ulvar.
Understood. I'll give it my all.
It's settled then. All the repairs and upgrades you need while you're out will be his responsibility. Looking at the work he did to get you ready for the tyrant, I can tell you he knows his basics well enough. Show him what you got out there, kid.
Yeah, he believes in him, or else he wouldn't have done this.
I will. Thank you for everything.
You can now perform ship refittings in the Sandra's common room. Nice. Well, my mates put their lives in my hand. It's a scary thing to think about, let alone accept. But I'm serious about this. Even if my skills are still limited, I want to do my absolute best as a shipwright. So if the Sandros needs any work done, just leave it to me. And having one on the ship means we don't have to travel back to Balta Isle to have anything done. We can just do it right there and then. That alone in itself is an advantage. Well, not much, but I've loaded some salt-cured fish onto the Sandros. If you run out of provisions, you can eat them in a pinch. Oh, that'll be a big help. Thanks, Magni. Oh, I can't explain why, but fish always tastes so much more delicious when Magni prepares it. Let's grill up some straight away once we set sail. Oh, he just said to save them as emergency rations. But I get where you're coming from. Magni's fish always have a new texture and flavor to them. Still, for my part, no one cooks seafood up tastier than Easer. Oh, go Easer, winning hearts through the stomachs. Well, maybe you should tell that kid himself, Karja. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear it. Maybe, if I get a chance. Well, the rules of the right don't apply this time around, so I'll be pitching in wherever I'm needed. That said, it's still your ship, Princess, so I plan on being there when you need me and staying quiet otherwise. Well, the Southern has certainly improved compared to when you first set off for Lecto Island. I feared the worst after hearing you caught up in Tyrant, but both of you in the ship made it back, and with some experience to show for it. Keep up the good work, both of you. Thank you very much. Well, turns out that some noteworthy younglings in Karnak. Keep on busting this kid's hump till you've made the usual shipwright out of him. Cause unless someone knows how to repair their ship when disaster strikes, it's gonna be glub 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 for all of you. New refitting and training purposes has been added. Yes. Ooh, so many. I think this is the new one we learned, isn't it? Mini bolide. Special munition blueprint and added to the arsenal. Okay. Handling, strength, hull, speed, basic shots. Alright, let's go this one first for speed.
Seems you're getting the hang of things.
Yeah. And the handling.
That'll do the job.
Hell yeah. Destructor shots seem like a useful as well, with the basic stuff being better.
She's better than ever now.
Ooh, wait. New standard projectile smasher shot. Oh, that means that maybe it's upgraded to that shot. Nice. Let's do strength.
Seems you're getting the hang of things.
Yeah, the rest is not available just yet. And the rabbit shell, we haven't used it a lot yet. Same will probably be for the mini bolide. So this is going to be our first course of action. Getting the first aid up, and then the basic stuff has been upgraded as much as we can.
Looking for anything else?
Repair kits, that should still be more than fine. Loadouts, I don't think we have anything to change for just yet.
Looking for anything else?
Time to head out. Adol, Karja, you good to go? Yeah, I got pretty much everything ready before we set sail. No, I mean inside the ship. Are you sure you don't want to give it a once over? There are more things you can do now that crews and mirror are aboard. You two are the head honchos, so you really should go check it out, your options. Wow, some solid advice, kid. The Sunrise is basically a full-blown mobile base for us now. Doggy, mind manning the helm? No problem. Take your time. Alright, let's check everything out as suggested. Well, me and Easer talked it out, and I'm gonna be taking over the helm for a while. Couldn't call myself a man if I dropped the ball on him, so here goes nothing. We're gonna be pitting the ship against the Tyrant again soon, so you better prepare yourselves. Most definitely. Let's use on top. Ooh, wait. These sails weren't out here last time. Looks nice though. Oh, the Triton, huh? Well, we've been getting beat left and right, so it's high time we turn the tables on them. And with you two, we might be able to do just that. Well, I wouldn't get too comfortable. The Sandros isn't up to snuff just yet. Oh, stop your worrying. So long as I'm here with you, we aren't going down that easily. There's no sturdier ship than a Fellowship, am I right? Well, I'm glad you've been making progress on rescuing the Taos folks, by the way. I'll give you some tips on how to navigate a Tyrant too, so let's do this thing. Most definitely. Well, it'll be okay, Cruz. It'll be okay. With the improvements you made to the Sandras, she can definitely make it through the Tyrant. Oh, you heard that? Oh, sorry. This probably doesn't inspire much confidence. Uber lent a hand with the refit, so I'm sure we'll be fine, probably. Uber and I worked very carefully to repair and bolster the ship, so I'm sure everything will be okay. It will, right? Just believe in yourself, do a few improvements, and I'm sure everything will go smoothly. Are you seriously fishing again? Do you know we're about to take on the Tyrant, right? What can I say? Looking in the sea gives me the irresistible urge to cast a line. It helps calm my nerves, thinking of it as my way of unwinding before we start crossing those currents. Mirabel and Gren rolled their eyes when they saw me too. But I can't help if looking at the sea gives me the irresistible urge to cast a line. Naturally, I'll be chipping in once we get to the Tyrant, so just think of it as my way of unwinding. Hey, if you store every fish you catch for the crew, I'm sure it will be fine. Ta-da! What do you think? It's magnificent, isn't it? Or is it magnificent? Oh, don't tell me. Did you haul the pile of junk aboard back in town? You take that back. These are the Karnak-free Youth Brigade treasures. The polar opposite of junk. What kind of treasures? Oh, it's got all sort of stuff. A little bit of everyone's favorites. I'm really glad the Cruz and Mira are okay. But we still don't know where Rosa and Rafe are, or my pops and the other town folks either. If I can't have them here with us, at least I want to have something to remember them by. Well, I guess it's fine then. But the waters can get pretty stormy out there, so make sure you keep all this stashed and out of the way. Roger Dodger. Thanks, Karja. Oh yeah, we're going up against a Tyrant again, huh? Come on, what's the big deal? Cruz totally got us covered. He's always been cautious and careful and stuff. The guy just won't do anything unless he's sure of it. That's how you know for a fact he's giving us 110%. I believe in him. And so do we. Guaranteed. Ooh, you can now modify the Sandras. Cruise, Sandras Prep. Call for Cruise via the table in the ship command room to view details or enhance the Sandras. So we gotta tune the ship up on our own, huh? Looks like a tall order, but it's worth doing. Let's pull together and make it work. Ah, there you two are. Oh, you need us, Doc? Well, just had some things to hand over. Here, take these. Ooh, new type of fishing bait. Rare live bait for catching onyx tuna out in the open sea. This looks different from the usual fishing bait. Well, that's because it's for ocean fishing. Obelia Gulf's got a lot of places fit for pulling up tuna. You two seem to have a knack for fishing, so I thought you should give it a try. So we'd be casting right off the Sandras, huh? Well, wouldn't mind giving it a go if you find a good spot. Use fishing bait G at fishing spots out at sea to go tuna fishing, where you can reel in giant catches not found by the shore. Well, feel free to tell me about any new catches you land. As a fellow fishing buddy, I'd love to hear about it. You can now report fishing results to Joel via the report results option at the common room table. Oh, since when were we fishing buddies? Sure, fine.
Here to ask about the ship?
Let's see what we have. Yeah, the last three are still here, and this might be something they want us to have.
Anything else?
Yeah, Iron Cannonball. Yeah, I think we're still good.
Okay, see you later.
That should do it. Let's make sure that to always do the rounds whenever the ship gets new crewmates. Right then, if you're all set, let's get going for real this time. You can assume control of the ship by selecting return to helm from the action menu. Feed the crew currently at the helm on deck. Yeah, so you can do it right here or go back on top. Not done yet. You report your fishing results to Joel.
Let's see here.
Hey, so this is what you pulled in, huh? Nicely done. Let's give you a small token of my appreciation and as a thanks for sharing. It happened to fish up a while back and figured it might come in handy for you.
Be sure to use this wisely.
We shall. Ebon ring. Exerts pressure on aiding foes. Well, that's about covers the report, so let me know if you catch anything else. That will definitely do. Oh, leave the food and supply management to me. I've gotten plenty of experience running my store back in Karnak. It's about the only help I can offer, but I have to make every effort to see my son and husband again. I hope Rafe is okay. Well, it was only a few days before the attack that he returned to Karnak. He never so much as approached our house, though. That's what happened. Maybe he would have been better off staying at this workplace away from town. At any rate, you kids are incredible running a ship this large. Managing our supplies is about the only help I can offer, but I have to make every effort to see my son and husband again. Yeah, I know you can do it.
What can I get you?
Let's see. Box launch recipe plate XL. Another potion. Of course, standard bait stuff.
Anything else like...
Yeah, we're running out of supplies left and right, so these two we definitely want. Not for now. We need to get stuff ready first.
Don't be a stranger!
We won't. Well, on the night that Karnak was attacked, those monsters showed up at my shop. Then they brought me along by force before I even had any time to process what was going on. All I could do was watch as they carelessly plundered my wares for all they were worth. Well, the strong take from the weak, that's just the way the world is. I sympathize with you though. At least you got out of there with your life. That may be true, but... Oh, I can't just let things end like that. Among those goods was something very important, you see. Is there any chance you'd be willing to find what they stole and return it to me? We'll get it back somehow, I promise. Really? Oh, thank you. Oh, it does seem like my shield brother's gonna give me a say either way. That said, the ocean's a big place, so we can't afford to go blindly searching around. Well, to tell you the truth, I still have some vague memories from when I turned into a monster, and I believe I might have seen my stolen wares aboard the ship that brought me to the Balta Island. So, with the squad that deployed you? I see. Well, word is that ship was forced to retreat after being bombarded by the guys who intercepted them. They were severely wounded, so they might not have gotten all that far yet. Assuming they didn't sing, that is. Well, I guess that's a possibility too, isn't it? Maybe it really is hopeless. Can't hurt to try and look. Either way, it doesn't really change our approach. Let's keep our eyes peeled for any unusual ship anchored out there.
Let's give it a go.
Alright, most definitely. Alright, so we got this here, we don't have the materials for that. No poops in here. So I guess that's just her left. Oh, I took the liberty of getting a sick bay in order while we were on Balta Island, and now we can be ready to go no matter when either of you gets hauled in. Why the assumption that we're getting hauled? Well, you both are a tendency of risk-taking, don't you? I'm very good at noticing these things, I'll have you know. Sea travel is a constant battle against illness and injury, so if you're ever in a rough spot, just come and see me. My father should be on hand too. He'd have a hard time staying away from on board a ship. Feel free to ask us for help whenever you need it. That will definitely do. Oh, say, Princess, you're the captain of the ship, right? There's something I'd like to ask you about, actually. Do you have a minute? Sure. There's some kind of problem? Not so much as a problem as is. Well, to be frank, the Senrus doesn't feel very lady-friendly. It doesn't? Well, first of all, there's no changing room, and then empty compartments are being used as storage. There's also only one restroom. The renovations we've made have improved the Sender's performance, but the interior is practically untouched. I know you're used to long voyages at sea, Princess, but your average woman would feel pretty ill at ease here. I guess I can see your point. But I'm not talking about just us either. If we could just set up a few more facilities, I think it would make for everyone's time here a lot more comfortable. Take the kitchen and mess hall, for example. A little ingenuity could go a long way of making them more accessible. Doing that would make eating meals that much more enjoyable. I think everyone would be on board with this. Yeah, I can imagine anybody being opposed to it. We're likely to have more passengers in the future, so best to start looking long-term about these things. Well, I appreciate you taking this into consideration. So, is there any way I could get you to help out with it? Yes, we can. Say no more. Oh, wonderful. I can hardly wait already. So, what do we need to do exactly? Well, I discussed it with Cruz and he gave me a list of all the materials we'll need. You'll have to gather 50 basic craft stock, 3 celadon clay, and finally 3 aged wood, and then we'll be right as rain. Well, that sounds like a lot, but oh well. Okay, Adol, let's go around up those materials when we get the chance.
Let's give it a go.
Well, doesn't seem like any high-end materials, just a lot of it, so that would be fine. Yeah, I don't have any materials to concoct anything, have I?
Time to mix some medicine.
Alright, so these are the ones we want from now on, even though they are a bit more expensive, but I'm hoping that the new location will also give us more leaves at the same time. And now we can make these. So that is definitely a good thing if we have like 10 of each with us regardless. So in case we have in a combat situation with a hard boss fight, we can heal ourselves if needed.
Any other med?
Pretty good. Alright, that is the entirety of the ship. Let's see if we can... this way. Oh yeah, let's use the way that we learned. Sweet. Ugil. Ugil's reconnaissance has marked surrounding terrain and exploration points. Back from scouting, eh, Ugil? Wait, you got something with you. Is this a letter? Did somebody ask you to deliver this? Guess we should at least see what it says. Ugil's letters. Occasionally, Ugil will deliver a letter. These letters can be viewed via the action menu. You may even receive requests from someone in need. Alright, well, we have plenty of things to do, but I'm gonna save those for next time, because I thought, let's finish off exploring the ship at least. That way we can at least focus on that. For next time we're gonna talk to Ugil, do the conversation, and we're gonna go explore a little bit.
Nothing calms the soul like a bit of sea gazing.
Exactly, and the things I want to do, if we are allowed to, is the side quest. I want to see if we can tick some of those off, because if we wait for a bit too long, they'll disappear, and
I'll
we
keep the ship's hold
definitely don't want that. But that's for next time. So for now, wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Until then, bye bye.